What's up everyone, it's Lisa here. Sorry for the delay for the Ledgestone Open final recap. I was sick for a couple of days. Now I'm back. Let's wrap Ledgestone up because there's a new tournament coming up. We will start at the FPO side. Going into the final round, Paige Pierce was tied for first place with Missy Gannon. Sarah Holcomb was third and Kristin Tattar was fourth. The setup for the final round was really that it's going to be a thriller. But well, it was a thriller, but the placements weren't what you expected from the round 3, or I don't know if you expected, but I didn't expect this, that occurred on the final round. For example, I will start on a random order. Let's start with the lonely number 2. In the number 2 place was one of my favorite female players, Ohn Scoggins. What a comeback. Well, it wasn't a comeback. What a tournament for Ohn. Like, -6 on the round 3, -5 on the last round. And her putting was again on point. She's been crushing it for the past couple of tournaments, and I'm really happy for Ohn Scoggins to get the second placement in Ledgestone. And I hope this continues even past the Worlds that is coming up. Tied for third place was 3 people. Let's start with the biggest. I'm gonna be harsh now and say biggest loser of the round, which is Paige Pierce. Paige played +3, and considering he played +1, I think, yeah, +1 in the first round, she played +4 in total in the Northwood Black. So I'm assuming Paige Pierce doesn't like wooded courses because, well, it costed her to win the tournament. And Missy Gannon played way better in the woods, so that's the reason why our winner is Missy Gannon. But Paige Pierce played really inconsistently again. She lost her tee shots, she couldn't keep herself in the fairway, and her putting was off. Like, if you watch round 2 and 3 and ask anybody who's gonna take the final round and the championship, it's gonna be Paige Pierce. Then she made a complete 180 on the final round when she get to the Northwood Black and just lost the ball, plain and simple. Kristin Tattar was also tied for third place, which was okay considering Kristin Tattar was injured for a long time. I'm just happy she managed to finish top 5 in her first comeback tournament after the injury. There you could clearly see that Kristin wasn't 100%. There was like clear faults in her gameplay still, probably just like being extra cautious of her injured arm. If she gets that in order, she's gonna be the best player in the female side. Lisa Fajkus was also tied in third. Lisa played a great tournament overall, and I think she doesn't get enough credit for her putting, but her putting was really good. It was almost like Ohn Scoggins level. From distance. Close range putting wasn't that good, but from the distance, Lisa was really good. I don't know what the stats show, but that's what I saw watching it live. But yeah, maybe I should check the stats before I say stuff. But this is like, I'm basing everything what I saw while I was checking the coverage and the replays and everything. So this is based on what I see. And your champion, which is a testament for how good she's played for the past couple of tournaments, the whole season actually. I don't know what the commentators were saying that she has been playing badly for the whole season. I probably have been watching a completely different Missy Gannon, but I think Missy Gannon has played really consistently the whole season, and this is like an upward trend towards the Worlds that is coming up. And deservedly Missy won, because Missy was better than everybody else in the course that mattered, which was the Northwood Black, the more difficult one, and that sealed the title for Missy. So congratulations, Missy Gannon. Now we're gonna jump into the MPO side of things. Round 3 concluded, Ricky being number 1, Anthony and Gannon being number 2, and Matthew Orme being number 4. Paul Mcbeth close number 5, with just like -1 behind the lead card. So it was going to be a relatively close race between those 5 people. And it was, up until to a point. After the round 3 concluded, I stated that Gannon and Anthony Barella will have the upper hand to Ricky and the competition, basically, because they were going back to Eureka. And I don't know if you remember, but Gannon and Anthony Barella shot -11 and -9 in the first round in Eureka. So they were the heavy favorites for me to take it again, because open fields means if you have a longer throw, you're gonna manage to play better. But it so happened to be the old dogs, the old veterans, the champions were the ones that overcame the big obstacle of not being able to throw as far as the young guns do. So Anthony Barella was number 4. Anthony played really horribly the last round, -2. He just basically wasn't the same person as he was from the first round. Maybe nerves, who knows, but his drives from the tee, staying on the fairway, putting, everything was like off. And it could be that he was potentially going to win the Ledgestone Open, and he was going against like Ricky Wysocki, Matthew Oram, Paul Mcbeth, and maybe nerves got to him. And Gannon Burr is a similar one. Gannon Burr was actually holding on to the second place up until hole 17, where he decided to get a bogey, and he got a bogey on hole 18 also, so that's the reason why Gannon Burr is number 3. Gannon Burr also like was really nervous compared to the round 1, where he was just dominating. I have to say there was more wind on the final day, but still, everybody had wind. That's funny saying that, considering number 2 was Paul Mcbeth. Paul Mcbeth rose 3 placements to be number 2, and there was still a relatively big gap between Paul Mcbeth and Ricky Wysocki, who won. But Paul Mcbeth basically won. Gannon Burr got the 2 bogeys on the 2 last holes. Of course, Paul Mcbeth played better, was more consistent, and did less mistakes. Especially like the back 9 was really good for Paul. And now we're gonna go for the winner, which is Ricky Wysocki, which was a surprise. Like, I've been rooting for Ricky to make a comeback because he had a bit of a slump, I would say. Like, up until the European Open or so. No, actually, the last tournament. What the fuck was it? The Great Lakes Open. Like, Ricky didn't have top 15 finish in a long time. And Great Lakes, he was 3rd, and now he won. So Ricky is now, again, I'm presuming to be 100%, even though Ricky states in the interviews that he isn't 100%. He's still feeling the sickness. I don't know what sickness, but Ricky isn't feeling 100%, even though it's looking like he's 100%. But I'm hoping he will get his health back 100% up until the Worlds. And Ricky just played really, really great the last round. Didn't take unnecessary risks and just was confident on what he was doing. He got a double bogey on the 17, but that didn't really matter because, well, he was already won by that. So he could just breeze through. Congratulations, Ricky. There's gonna be interviews after this from the winners, Missy Gannon and Ricky Wysocki. This was my recap of the Ledgestone Open. The next tournament is going to be New Bank Des Moines Challenge. Is going to be the next tournament, which will start on the 18th, 19th, and yeah, I'm probably gonna do some coverage from that, but I also want to throw some, so I don't know if I'm gonna do the regular amount, but I'm gonna do still some recaps of that. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification also, so get notified when I upload videos. Like the video, comment down below. What did you like about Ledgestone? Who's gonna win the Worlds? Something like that. Leave a comment down below, just for shits and giggles. See you guys on the next one.
And your 2022 Ledgestone champion, Missy Gannon.
Nice job, Miss. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your 2022 Discraft Ledgestone Open champion, Missy Gannon. And if they match, you could pick them first. Am I going? Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, Rob.
Let's get a quick give me a quick interview and then we'll do the show. Alright, you ready? Here we go.
Joined here by Missy Gannon, the champion of the Ledgestone Open this year. It's been a long week of disc golf, and for you, a lot of other obligations. Saw a lot of emotion pouring out of you after you tapped in. Where's it coming from?
I feel like this is one that I've wanted for so long. It's actually one of the events I've come to the most since I started going on tour. So I don't know. I just always felt like this was one I could get, and to finally take it down is just a huge accomplishment.
Well, walk us through this morning from a psychology standpoint. You wake up, you have to play one of the toughest courses on tour, especially off the tee. You're tied for the lead. What's the mindset?
You know, I really respect this course, and I love playing here. And so, you know, just having those kind of low expectations and just focusing on every single shot is so important out here. So I just told myself, well, I barely could eat this morning, so that was one thing that I would not recommend. But you know, I just told myself to breathe before every shot and even after every shot. So I just tried to stay calm and, you know, not think about too much else other than my shots.
There have been so many unique winners in the FPO division this year. I believe you're the 7th this season. Can you talk about just the field itself and how fast everyone is progressing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, to win now, it feels like so much more of an accomplishment than it did in years past, because anybody could win nowadays. And, you know, it's so cool to finally get that win. I feel like I've been coming in second or somewhere else. And I knew I was hunting, but I had never gotten there. So to be able to take down Ledgestone, being part of Team Ledgestone and Discraft, you know, it couldn't be any more sweet.
Well, you've won quite a few tournaments that are so big they feel like majors, but we do have a real major coming up, the World Championships in Emporia. I'll ask the softball question. What does this do for your performance, and how do you feel about your game going into that?
You know, of course it's going to give me some confidence, but I'm pretty much always confident. So I'm just going to, you know, soak this in, and when we get to Emporia, I'll think about that. But next thing on the list is to defend my title at Des Moines. So that's the next thing for me.
We'll send it back to you in the booth. Congratulations, Missy.
Thank you.
Knew it was there. I wish I had. Ledgestone Open champion, Ricky Wysocki.
Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, for the third consecutive time, your 2022 Discraft Ledgestone Open champion, Ricky Wysocki. Yeah! Let's go. Sweet. Heck yeah. Yeah. All right.
You got an interview for you today?
Yeah. Let's go, Rick!
I'm joined here on the green of 18 by the Ledgestone Open champion, Ricky Wysocki. Ricky, it's been a long week of disc golf, and I can see a sigh of relief coming out of you. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. You know, it kind of like was blackout mode there in the middle stretch. I got a lot of birdies, and I really set myself apart, like I said I was going to do yesterday. And that's what I know I needed to do, and put the pressure on everybody else. And, you know, I feel like that's where I set myself apart, is late in the round, the final day, I can make the shots happen and, you know, put myself in position to win. And I'm glad I did that.
The fans are always so interested in the thing that you just described as blackout mode. We saw you, if it's what I understand it to be, multiple stretches this tournament in that mode. Can you describe it from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, when you're in that mode, you got to capitalize and get as many birdies, make as many good shots as you can, because you go in and out of that throughout the tournament. And the longer you can stay in that blackout mode and make great shots, that's where you're going to set yourself apart. And I feel like I can consistently get in that mode. And, yeah, I wish I knew the switch where I could do it every weekend, but I'm thankful I could do it this weekend. And, yeah, it was a great building block for Des Moines in the next couple of tournaments coming up.
Well, speaking of the next couple of tournaments, we have the major back in Emporia, where you played pretty much blackout mode the entire final round in the same outfit. What does this mean for your confidence and your body feeling going into that tournament?
Well, yeah, I think that for me, it's I'm not feeling super healthy, which is another accomplishment in itself. I think I pulled something in my back, so my shots were not coming out very clean, and I doinked a couple putts, pretty much gimme range for me. That was very frustrating, but I fought through it, and sometimes it felt like someone was stabbing me with a knife when I was straddle putting. That's what it felt like. But no excuses. I came back, and my other parts of my game really made up for the fact that I missed those couple putts, and I'm thankful for that.
Well, this is your third Elite Series victory of the year. You've had a lot of adversity to fight against. One last word, what's the biggest life lesson you've learned this year?
It's just fighting through injuries. For me, I've played very few tournaments healthy, but it's an uphill battle when it comes to that. But that's sports, that's athletics. Disc golf isn't necessarily a high contact sport, but we're putting a lot of strain on our bodies, and the more you play, the more your body's going to break down. You just got to eat healthy and keep my health and wellness game plan up, and I'm here to stay.
Congratulations, Rick, and we'll see you out there in Des Moines.
Let's go, Raptor Legs, baby!